Okay, so for week 2 of winter anime, the season continues. I'm watching these shows. I dropped a lot of isekais and other shows I didn't like, so I'm just like kind of watching more popular stuff this season. But yeah, overall excited to talk about it. In other anime news, BOFURI, the defense isekai came through, so the first episode this week. Also, Attack on Titan, the final season. Bro, season 4, part whatever, 69 is out here. So it's confirmed for March of this year, so it's kind of crazy. But interestingly enough, it's gonna be a 2-core. I don't know like what that means. I'm hearing different stories online, but yeah, like 2 cores. Are they gonna separate it in 2 parts, or are they gonna just like release maybe 1 episode and then maybe the rest later? I don't know, bro. There's not that much content left, but I think a lot of people are hoping for an anime original ending. But yeah, besides that, let's get started with the anime review. Okay, so for the NieR Automata anime, episode 2. So yeah, this anime looks really good. You know, the CGI in episode 1 was kind of an outlier. Here they're actually drawing robots that like actually look really nice, and you kind of follow the story of a robot. I'm not really gonna complain how this anime looks. You know, I'm just gonna enjoy the story because the story's hitting, the music's hitting. When we see the city of ruins, bro, nostalgia kind of like flew through me. Thing is, yeah, this episode kind of like diverges from the story, so yeah, it's like slightly different. So we see that on planet Earth there was like a war between robots and humans, and this was in the year 5000, and right now we're kind of like in the year 12,000. So yeah, this war has been lasting 5,000 plus years. It's been like a stalemate so far, so that's why Yorha, they're kind of like sending like these 2B models, these androids, to kind of like fight the robots. So yeah, that's basically their purpose. 2B is just like fighting all the time, and we see all these other versions of androids kind of fighting. So yeah, there's like a lot of cool designs, and we kind of see more of these robots. There's kind of like a cool moment where there's like this like storyteller telling us about like how the robots are living their life. So yeah, they kind of have no purpose, but then sometimes robots can get intelligence. When they're bored, when there's nothing to do, they just read books, they watch TV, they consume media, and bro, the media's turned the robots gay. Not really, but yeah, they're getting more emotions. So yeah, we see like this one robot, he sees a lot of death around him, but he survives, and so he basically kind of like waters some flowers. He's like a peaceful gardening robot now. He doesn't really fight humans anymore, and like all these robots are kind of being docile. So yeah, that is like very nice to see, but it's also a bit creepy. Like there's something sinister with these robots. After that though, we see there's some resistance groups out here on Earth. They're trying to survive, but they have no support from Yorha, so they're just like out here by themselves, like with AK-47s trying to shoot the robots. It looks pretty dire, just like rogue militaristic groups. But then that's when 2B and 9S come in, so they're kind of like sent there to get information. We see a new character named Lily that kind of knows about 2B, and she seems to be like the leader of this resistance group. But then yeah, we see all the robots kind of attacking, because yeah, a lot of these robots went berserk. They kind of attacked the flower planting robot. 2B kind of blows up the bridge that all the robots were on, and they like kind of fall off a cliff. So yeah, what does all this mean? Who knows? But yeah, this anime's continuing. Not a lot of action this episode, but like kind of cool setup storytelling. I'm like down with the pacing. You could keep it slow. We could explore like 1 or 2 new characters each episode and kind of like continue the plot. So yeah, once 2B and 9S are on Earth, I guess we're gonna explore more. We do see some cool things at the end of this episode where Yoko Taro actually answers the question, you know, the creator of the game. So he's like, what is the android's energy source? And it's from water. So these androids just run on water, you know, just like people. And then these Yorha androids actually like replenish their water automatically, which is like pretty cool. But then also, you know, the androids have some chips inside of them. The biggest chip that you don't want to unequip is the operating system one, because yeah, you're gonna explode. And yeah, we get a new ending there. So it's really funny seeing this puppet 2B kind of killing herself all the time. But yeah, this anime continues. All right, so for Kubo, Won't Let Me Be Invisible, episode 2. Cute episode. I love this anime so much. Bro, Kubo's just making me melt. Her sweetness, her cuteness, her facial expressions is just so unfair. This anime is so cute and addicting to watch. And yeah, the main thing I do like about the show is that Kubo has like a lot of weaknesses. So like compared to Takagi, I'm gonna be making a lot of like Takagi comparisons as I'm just like talking about this anime, because yeah, it's like very similar. But basically Takagi, she kind of has no weakness. She was just outskilling Nishikata at every turn. But here Kubo, we actually see her like emotional, like sometimes she gets embarrassed. So I kind of like how both of them are inexperienced in relationships and they're trying to navigate their way through. But Kubo's like being so aggressive though. So yeah, Shiraishi is a lucky guy. So there's a couple of skits in this episode. First one, they kind of like go into gym class running. Kubo kind of like finds Shiraishi in the hallway. Thing is, he's like really sweaty, so he's like, oh, don't come near me, I smell bad. And then Kubo just like sniffs him. Bro, are you kidding me? But then she's like, I don't mind the smell. Oh my god, I just lost. But no, like she gives him some wet wipes to like wipe the sweat off, and they kind of have a distinct smell. And then now Kubo's like, haha, now we smell the same. So yeah, she kind of blushes, and we see this is an important moment for the both of them. And afterwards, when Kubo's back in her classroom, she doesn't want to share her wet wipes with anyone else. That's her and Shiraishi's wet wipes. Bro, Kubo's kind of displaying a lot of sus behavior, which I enjoy. I love seeing this like kind of degenerate side of hers. And as our skit that happens, we see that Shiraishi, he tries to enter a store, but the automatic door, it cannot detect him. So then Kubo's kind of just watching him embarrassing himself, trying to like open the door, and she kind of like sneaks up on him. And while Shiraishi was about to open the door, Kubo kind of holds his hand and they both open the door together, which is kind of cute. They go inside to this bookstore, and then Kubo gets to borrow his favorite manga. Also, interestingly enough, they walk home together. And now Kubo knows this dude's address, and she's like, oh, that's convenient. I live like 5 minutes away. So, yo, she's not a stalker or anything, but she just asks, yo, Shiraishi, we never see each other when we're going to school together, even though we walk the same way. So, yo, what time do you wake up and leave for school? So she's actually planning out her schedule to meet up with Shiraishi so they can go to school together. Again, definitely not stalker behavior. Kubo's sister actually picks up on this. So I love how her big sister is the teasing character in this anime. And yeah, Kubo kind of styles her hair up a bit, and they walk to school together. This is also kind of a heartwarming moment for Shiraishi because he never walked to school together with anyone before because everyone thought he was invisible. So this is like the first real person he got to hang out with. And you know, just an ordinary day, they're talking. It's like a heartfelt moment between them. But then once Kubo's other girlfriends come through, Shiraishi kind of like excuses himself out the way. So we forget about that. But the next scene, bro, it's even spicier. So Shiraishi kind of gets splashed by mud on the corner of the sidewalk. So yeah, he tries to go home, take a shower. Kubo kind of walks him home. She saw the whole thing. The thing is, he forgot his keys. Bro, big L by Shiraishi. But he gets a W because Kubo invites him to her house. Oh my god, that's kind of insane. So this episode, they kind of both go to each other's houses. And then he kind of takes a shower at her house. So yeah, like, I guess she was lucky none of her family was there. And yeah, after Shiraishi gets cleaned up, kind of takes Kubo's tracksuit, he goes home. Their relationship is growing closer and closer. And Kubo is so strong, making all these moves. I can't wait to see more of this. Okay, so for Inspector Season 2, Episode 2. But another solid episode. The storytelling is so nice. I just love hearing these big-ass explanations, all these characters talking, hearing their life story. Here we see some like randomly new characters. There's like a case involving him. So his name is Masayuki, and he's basically climbing up a mountain with his best friend. The thing is, yo, his friend pushes him off the mountain, left him to die. So yeah, he fell down a lot. He's bleeding from the head and he's super cold. So yeah, it seems to be over for him. But he gets rescued by this waifu. She has this hot white kimono. You can see her hips so hot. So yeah, she's a Yuki Onna. So it just looks like a white ghost lady. Yo, white woman jump scare. But yeah, she kind of saves the guy, which is pretty cute. And it's like a cool story following the two of them. So yeah, she builds him an igloo. They kind of tease each other, talk about life. And yeah, Yuki Onna kind of like can change their appearance to like fit in with humans. She likes eating junk food, but she has no way to pay for it. So she's like, okay, I'll just save some people. I'll get money so I can legally buy all these things that I want. So yeah, Masayuki got saved from dying in the mountains. And then she kind of carries him off the next day to like see the police. And yeah, there he sees the dude that pushed him off. And then yeah, he gets reported. They get into like this big lawsuit. And we finally get his motivation. So damn, bro, this dude Masayuki is a Giga Chad. So his friend from high school kind of pushed him off because he was crushing on some girl, but the girl was in love with Masayuki. The problem is when the friend talked about the girl in front of him in the mountain, he was like, who is that? And then his friend got jealous. So he was like, all right, if I pushed him off the mountain and killed him, no one would know any better. I could comfort the girl. And yeah, easy GF for me. -1 friend, +1 girlfriend. So yeah, that's kind of like scumbag behavior by him. So yeah, I guess he got arrested. And yeah, Mayasuki's like living his life now. A couple years passed, maybe like over 10 years. And then we kind of see his life where he's like actually depressed right now. His life, he's a really unlucky guy actually. So he got fired from his company. There was like a hostile takeover and he was like the CEO. His wife was cheating on him and he almost died over there. So yeah, this dude lost his job, lost his wife. He almost died twice. His only saving grace is this Yuki Onna. So he actually moves to the village that's close to the mountains where he got hurt. And then yeah, he was just like trying to look for her. And then he does find her. She's just eating ice cream on the street. He's like really cute. And yeah, they reformed their relationship. They still remember each other. So it's just like really cute and wholesome. So yeah, where does the conflict come in? It seems like it's just a love story between these two people. They're kind of talking to each other, hanging out every day. Masayuki's just cooking her food. It's just like so cute. Yeah, it's probably a matter of time before they get together. But then Masayuki, since he's still kind of depressed, he doesn't really think highly of himself. He's like, oh, I can't sleep with you right now. But yeah, the problem comes in at the end of the episode where the police come knocking one day. So his wife got murdered and he's the main suspect. We don't know why, bro. Like he probably has an alibi. He was like nowhere near where she lived. So yeah, that's when Kotoko comes in. Yuki Onna kind of enlists her help to try to like uncover this mystery. So I guess we'll get to the bottom of the mystery. But yeah, it's such a good episode, good storytelling. The OP is a banger. I love this anime so much. Just watching it, I'm just so immersed in the story. And I guess we'll see what's gonna happen next time. Okay, so for Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 2. So more story progression. We see Thorfinn finally. He's a slave, bro. My dude's cutting trees with our dude NieR. So they're kind of working on this farm, and basically their job is to cut down this whole forest and kind of like make a clear farmland. And then once they're finished, they'll use the land to pay for their freedom. So basically, yeah, they're like estimating there's gonna be 3 years of hard labor, and then once you're done, you're a free man. So yo, it doesn't seem seem like too good, just like hard labor, but overall, you know, it could be worse. So yeah, Thorfinn's kind of accepted this life. He has like no purpose anymore, which is like really funny. It's like, you know, season 1, he was like, bro, I'd never be a slave. I'll just fight. I'll just run away. He was so aggressive, and now he's like a shell of himself. Bro, Thors would be so disappointed. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how far he's fallen. But basically, it's kind of interesting because like a mellowed out Thorfinn is like a pretty deep character. He has a lot of layers. He's still young, so he's probably gonna evolve like really quickly. But yeah, right now he's like working with NieR. He's like the master, like the owner of the farm is pretty nice. But everyone else is kind of rude to them because they're slaves. It's pretty rough. NieR's not even good at like chopping trees, but I guess he's learning. The main thing we see though is that this farm, it's like pretty big. There's all these other people out here, so yeah, some of them are just working on the farm. I don't think all of them are slaves. We see that the main point of the story is that the owner's son, he's kind of like, he wants to be a warrior. He doesn't want to be a farmer. He's like, Dad, I don't want to inherit this land. He pulls out his sword. So he has this super death flags right now. He just wants to go into battle. He doesn't really care about like all these women throwing themselves at him. He's basically having sex with whoever he wants on the farm. All these parents are trying to get his inheritance. It's like pretty funny. But yeah, Thorfinn and Einar both see that he's like kind of going at this the wrong way. They both see the brutality of war. So I guess the story's kind of building upon them. Maybe they have to rescue the son before he does something crazy. But yeah, another solid episode. We can kind of slowly see where the story is forming. I'm loving the friendship being built between Einar and Thorfinn, so I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen next time. Okay, so for Tokyo Revengers Season 2 Episode 2, a cool bromance episode forming as Takemichi's in the past right now. He's bowling with Hinata. He makes a strike, so yo, this dude's actually pretty good at bowling. And he sees this boy next to him, so he's like this tall blue-haired dude. He's part of the Black Dragons in the future. So Takemichi's kind of shook right now. This is what I don't like about this anime. Takemichi's inner monologue feels like a lost puppy, where I'm just like, bro, go with the flow. You got time powers. Who cares? But yeah, this dude, his name is Shiba, Hakai Shiba. And yeah, they kind of like do a competition where they like make some strikes. Takemichi kind of falters though, where he misses a pin, and Shiba gets the upper hand. Also, we see that Shiba, he's super strong, so he's using the heaviest bowling ball, 18 pounds, while Takemichi's just like stuck here using the 12 pounder. So I guess he feels a bit inferior. But yo, the competition isn't over yet. So we're kind of just like in the arcade together, just like doing a lot of games. So it's just like a random unexpected hangout session with these guys. I didn't expect Takemichi to be his friend, but yeah, here we go. He's actually a vice captain for the Tokyo Manji gang. So yeah, that's how he knows Takemichi. So yeah, they're like part of the same gang. It's all good. And we see that the girl with him is actually his sister, which is pretty interesting. So apparently Hakai, he can't talk to girls, so only his sister can really talk to him. But yeah, after they become like really good friends, he kind of invites him to his house. I wish I could make friends as easily as him, but it's not that good though, because as they approach his house, they see all these gang members outside of it. And it's not the Manji gang, it's the Black Dragons. And these are kind of like a murdering type of gang. They're like, they look so evil. They see Hakai there, and they kind of know him. They're like, yo, your brother isn't here. So we realize that Hakai's brother is the leader of the Black Dragons, which is kind of interesting, because then in the future, we see that that dude got killed by his own brother. Yeah, the fact that all these gang members are there, they kind of like tell Takemichi to run away because this is their fights. So yeah, they told Takemichi to run away like 3 times already. Like, run away with Hinata, this is not your fight. You're gonna get fucked up. Because Takemichi does not listen until like the last time they tell him to run away. And when he finally runs, bro, it's too late. Reijou comes in. He's the bigger brother. He's the leader of this gang. He's big. He's huge. He has like this red jacket, his abs exposed, tattoos out the ass, spiky blue and white hair, bro. This dude is an anime character. And we basically see this like a whole family dynamic, this the Shiba family. So yeah, we see the sister and then the 2 brothers. They're kind of like in separate gangs, and it's pretty brutal between them because Reijou, he clotheslines Takemichi as he's trying to run away, and then he gets punched in the face. So yeah, Takemichi is a punching bag again, and then Reijou tells Hakai, all right, you got to kill Takemichi right now. If that's not escalation, I don't know what is. But yeah, I guess we'll see what's going to happen next episode. I'm like kind of super curious. We'll see. But yeah, this anime does continue. It is pretty entertaining so far. Okay, so for Bungo Stray Dogs Season 4 Episode 2, another solid episode. And we kind of like see Rampo, more backstory of him. So yeah, we're just like stuck in the Rampo backstory arc right now. It's really cool though. Like, I love seeing how he like got the ability to control his powers and like why he's like this. So yeah, as they're watching the play, Rampo can't really handle it because he knows the plot of the play instantly. It's just like so obvious to him. He kind of spoils the play in front of everyone. Fukuzawa's like, bro, chill. And then yeah, he talks to Rampo about his powers. So Rampo is like, yeah, I've always been born like this. I thought like people are kind of weird because they're looking down on me. Everyone's kind of like hiding their secrets, but Rampo kind of knows the truth already. But then Fukuzawa convinces him that, bro, you're smarter than everyone else. So it's not that you're inferior, it's that everyone else is below you. And then yeah, he kind of like uses his power to control Rampo's power. And he's like, I'll give you these glasses, and when you wear them, you can control your power. And when you take them off, you'll see that people are normal. They're not looking down on you or anything. And now he has the ability to control his powers, so he's like so confident confident now, and he's basically the best detective once he wears his glasses. So he kind of solves this murder case really quick. Rampo kind of sees that this murder is kind of fake. It's like one of the actors like staged his death basically. Rampo gets like really proud because he used his powers for good. And yeah, it's all good. The police kind of praise them. Job well done. The problem is at the end of the episode, we see there's something sus. One of the people in the theater actually got murdered in a locked room. And we see one of the police officers is the murderer. And he's in a car with Rampo one-on-one. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. Rampo, he can't really protect himself too much. He's really young. But maybe he can deduce things already. Like he can see everything. I love how they treated Rampo's autistic behavior as having like a gifted ability. So I guess we'll see what's gonna happen next time. Okay, so for Buddy Daddies episode 2, another cute episode, bro. This is basically Spy Family again. The little girl's really cute. She's like living with the two dads right now. She has to use the bathroom, so the dad Kazuki kind of like has to lift her up and stuff. When she's eating, she's just really cute, you know, just making like little girl anime noises, just like so typical. But yeah, basically we gotta protect her. We have nothing else much to do because we don't really know where she lives. But we do like get her backstory where her daddy kind of slept around a lot. He was like this big gangster, and the wife kind of shipped the daughter away to see the dad. The thing is, these two assassins, they murdered the dad and they kind of like adopted the daughter themselves. So yeah, they're trying to like find the mom to kind of like give the daughter back. But until they can do that, they just have to hang out, take care of this little girl. The problem comes when they're on their next mission and she doesn't want to be left home alone. So yeah, they have to take her to the mission. So then they're supposed to be kind of incognito. They made a lot of noise. They kind of blew up this dude's mansion and they actually failed the mission. They didn't kill the guy. But it was like really funny seeing them like shoot guns, snipers, and then escape by boat. So yeah, this anime is super cute. You know, it's like kind of obvious where things are gonna go. And a little girl, Mary, she's super cute, but also so annoying. Okay, so for the defense isekai anime, BOFURI. So yeah, it's about the girl that maxed out her defense, but she's so overpowered now. Yeah, there's a season 2 for this anime. So yeah, I mean, it's a very cute isekai. Nothing really much happens so much, so I probably won't finish it up. But yeah, I just gotta start watching season 2. But yeah, it's like really wholesome. It kind of continues the whole story. It's basically like centered in an MMO world where they're in VR. These characters are kind of RPing and using skills to fight monsters, doing quests, stuff like that. Our main character is Maple, and yeah, she has this whole guild around her, and she's like super strong, so everyone just follows her. She single-handedly takes down bosses. She can transform. She can devour bosses, one-shot them. She has poison resistance. She takes no damage. There's like literally no way to beat her besides maybe restraining her. And yeah, the MMO continues. It's getting updates, so there's a new level 4. You gotta beat the level 3 boss to continue, and yeah, they do. So they go to level 4. We see all these characters kind of like interacting in this new world. It's kind of like a Japan level, so it's like nighttime and it's like marketplace and streets. Everyone's exploring, doing their thing. We see Maple and Sally together, the two girls. At the end of this episode, it's like an event that's happening, so everyone's like teleported and they gotta fight monsters, get loot. We kind of end the episode with them getting like a mystery present. Maple opens it up and it's kind of like Christmas outfits. So yeah, everyone has like Christmas armor and weapons, which is pretty funny. Maple's dressed up as a reindeer, everyone else is dressed like Santa Claus. And we end the episode there. So yeah, like, you know, wholesome anime, good isekai. If you just want to see cute girls having fun, not really high stakes, this is the show for you. One thing that was kind of interesting, there's no new opening, so they're literally using the same opening as the season 1. Also, for other isekais this season I've been watching, The Magical Revolution of the Isekai Princess. This one's like really cute. It's one of my favorite isekais, even though it is a bit generic, but you know, I love my lesbian girls just like having fun. So yeah, we see Princess Anisphia. She kind of rescued the white-haired girl Euphilia after she got dumped by Anisphia's brother, and they kind of go to the castle where the dad is. They kind of ask the dad, oh, can I take this girl for myself and she can be my assistant? And then the dad's like, huh? So yeah, he's kind of tired of his daughter's shit, but he kind of agrees because the brother did break up with her and embarrassed her. And then we see Euphilia's dad is also in the room, so then his dad sees this a moment for her to like be free, because yeah, we see Euphilia's actually pretty skilled with magic. She can interact with like all these like spirits in the air, and yeah, that's how people are good with magic. They can see like spirits. But yeah, Anispia cannot see that, so that's why he's using magical research. And Anispia doesn't really want to be famous or anything, so she's like, all right, let's have Euphilia take my idea, share it to the world, and then I can benefit from it. It's like a win-win situation. We see that Anispia is also attracted to women, so that's why she didn't want to be the leader of the family, because she doesn't want to get married to a dude. So it's funny seeing Euphilia kind of creeped out as well, because she's like, oh, I don't want to sleep with her, but they do sleep in the same bed together. It's like kind of funny. We'll see their relationship develop probably. Also, Euphilia kind of tells us at the end that this world, like all the nobles and elites are the ones that can like use magic. So the fact that Anispia is creating inventions that don't really need magic, so that might be good or bad, but there might be like some obstacles in their way basically. So yeah, I guess we'll see what's gonna happen. Besides that, you know, the isekai's very cute. Another isekai I really do like this season though is Handyman Saitou. The story and environment are really cool. It's like Dark Souls D&D level where they're like exploring dungeons. Saitou's kind of using a skill to kind of deactivate these trap chests, and we see all these other races of people trying to do their own thing. We see the little fairy girl. She's actually cursed. She's a moon fairy. So stuff like that, like the world building is surprisingly nice. There's also a lot of like comedic shorts happening. So yeah, we see Saito and his party one time, but then we see these other two characters in another party. So yeah, just like a lesbian relationship forming somewhere else. We see there's like kingdom somewhere else where some other stuff is happening. So yeah, there's a lot of characters being set up. But yeah, overall Saito and his party, he's like doing really well. The problem is they kind of get trapped in this dungeon where it's like a teleporter trap in his chest. It's like that part in Elden Ring where you just like go into like crystal caverns. But yeah, basically there's like this iron giant coming to attack them. We see that the knight Ralsa kind of like protects Saito, but then he wants to help her out. So he has like this corrosive iron poison that he drops on the knight, and it kind of melts him away. The thing is, he gets crushed by the knight and he dies. But there's like revival magic in this world, so Ralsa kind of heals him by drinking the potion and healing him through the mouth. So yeah, I love the relationships forming. This anime is like surprisingly really cute and looks really nice. Okay, so for Blue Lock episode 14. So yeah, this anime continues. The second half so far, we're doing like 3v3 teams, and if you lose against the other team, you get one person from your team taken out, and it keeps happening until you're like by yourself and then you're out of Blue Lock. So yeah, Isagi's team lost. They took Meguru, bro. They didn't take Nagi, they didn't take Isagi, bro. The best boy Bachira, he's out. So yeah, I was like kind of sad because he's a cool dude. But I mean, I guess it's like a character development moment when we see him again. If we see him again, is there going to be a Sasuke retrieval arc coming up? But no, like after that, Isagi and Nagi are kind of like considering their next move. Isagi's just like in shambles. He's like, I cannot do anything myself. Even if I made a goal, like it's all teamwork. So if I lose the next time, no one's gonna want me anyway. And the fact they're doing like 2v2, 3v3s, it's like kind of up to individual skill at that point. So Isagi's kind of sad that he can't really do anything too much. Nagi's kind of trying to snap him out of it. Bro, we need to work together. So I love their bromance forming, try to win and improve their abilities. So yeah, we see their next opponent. So it's Baro. Bro, he's here again. Oh my god, he's so scary. And with him is Naruhaya. If you don't remember him, he's just like the random offensive dude on Isagi's team. So yeah, he teamed up with Baro. It doesn't really matter who Baro's opponent or teammate is. He's kind of just like a solo carry. They lost their game though, because Baro made 4 goals, the other team made 5 goals. When we see him, he is a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, we see that they're training, trying to evolve their skills. They know that Baro can make like this sick mid-range shot from 28 meters away, so they're trying to like block him, cover that. And then yeah, after that, they kind of start their game. So instantly from the jump, Baro, he's like super fast, super strong. He's kind of like at the same level as Nagi, where they're just like solo carries. They can do everything they want. The problem is Baro's like more athletic, more physical, and just like bigger and stronger. So he can just like bully his way through things and just like shoot the ball. Isagi needs a teammate to kind of set up, so that Nagi realizes he has to evolve his weapon. He kind of remembered like instinctively controlling the ball like with other parts of his body, using whatever stuff he can use with his flexibility and control. He realizes when Baro is chasing him, he can kind of kick the ball behind him with his foot and just like circle around, outspeed them. So yeah, basically Nagi's ball control is in another level, and now when he's evolving his skill, he can kind of like move the ball behind him. So Isagi uses this to his advantage. He kind of like kicks the ball into like a random direction. Nagi can control it wherever it is and just like shoot it. So it's looking good so far. 2-1, our team is up. The thing is, Naruhaya, he's not going down, so he's actually not useless now. He's using his weapon, which is the ability to sneak behind people, and basically Baro actually passes the ball to Naruhaya. So Baro never passes, so this is like an interesting moment. He doesn't pass it back to Baro though. He's about to shoot it. Isagi's kind of behind him, but he can't really catch up, and then we kind of like get a cliffhanger there. It's pretty much the moment when you're playing a team game, you're like bottom frag, and you're competing with the other team's first player to try to like win. This anime is keeping it intense. Very interesting. Okay, so for Nagatoro-san season 2 episode 3. All right, 3 episodes already. A lot of crazy stuff happened this episode. One, there was like kind of a race where we see like the art club president. She's in his bunny outfit. For some reason, she's wearing that. Nagatoro, the senpai, all the other girls are trying to like keep up with her. They kind of doing a 4 stack, kind of boosting the senpai and just like sprinting away, but they get disqualified. Also, we see that in another short, the senpai, Nagatoro, forgot her phone in the art club room. So senpai tries to return it, but he's in like the freshman classroom, so he doesn't really know where Nagatoro is. And he doesn't really want to interact with any of the classmates, so he actually hides in a locker in her classroom accidentally. Nagatoro kind of discovers him, but then she sees that he was trying to return her phone, so she kind of thanks him. We also see that next time the senpai's kind of sad because he hasn't seen Nagatoro in a while. Yeah, and then she's sick. So then the other 2 girls kind of see the senpai and they're like, okay, you know where Nagatoro lives? Can you give her these handouts? So he actually visits Nagatoro's house at the end of the episode, but no one really answers the door, so he kind of like looks in the window to see if anyone's passed out. And that's when Nagatoro's sister comes in, new character, Ane Toro, and she's just as sadistic as Nagatoro, making the smug faces. She's actually taking pictures of the senpai, kind of saying, oh, are you breaking in? Oh, I'm reporting you to the police. But then she realizes that this is Nagatoro's man, and she invites him in. So, more hijinks are gonna happen, new character to spice things up. So yeah, this anime is just getting spicy. And yeah, that's it for the shows this week. Thank you for watching. I like how in the second week I can finally drop some shows that I don't want to watch. I'm kind of getting used to what's more good or bad this season. So yeah, please let me know what your favorite anime this week was.